just an update on this. I made some more of the 3/4 inch pipe. Basically, I'm drilling in a 1/4 inch hole, or that's at like a 9/64 hole, maybe a quarter. Then I'm putting in a 3/8 hole on the front so I can get the drill bit in there and screw these fast. I'm using 3/4 pipe because that's what I still have. I still have my string, but I have it loose with the double hooks on, or the double tie rings here. And what I've done is I took off the carabine. It was a little too big. And what I did is I put an S hook on here, which you can see. Here's the ones I bought. They're relatively inexpensive and they fit really well. What you can do is you can take it loose. I actually clip it in through the hole here instead of this little ring. But what you can do is you can clip it in that ring. You disconnect it right here. You disconnect it right here and hook it up to this section right here on the door. So it can disconnect from the chain and connect back up to the trip mine. It's a little handy. Also, added note, this is the one that I said didn't fit the ram set in it. So I took a Dremel and touched it twice with a high-speed bit, grinding bit, and I took the burrs off the edge, and now the ram set fits in there perfectly. So I'm going to go mount these, a whole bunch of these on the doors, measure some distances, and maybe do some more tests with trip mines. Just some follow-up on here. I found that a static distance is working out good for mounting these trip mines. What I'm doing is 17 inches from this side right here to the door gives you just enough length for the pull cord. And as I showed you before, I put the S clip on here. I was going to pull it from the side, but I figured the longer end actually will work better pulling it. I'm going to go set this one off, see how this works out. This is another gravity door, meaning that it's downhill slightly, so the gravity pulls the door back shut. So when somebody opens it, they'll probably open it fast. Okay, another thing to notice here is I have the clip, or the little screw hook here, and it is hanging down, swinging right there, and it didn't come off the door. So these are actually working out good to use with the door. It's actually working out nicely. Now, this is a building, one of the original buildings, kind of old, and the wood's kind of warped, and as you can see from the trip mine, it's actually leaning out a little bit because of the wood's warped. Now, I did attach it to the door, but it seems like it's got a lot of line, and this is a gravity door also, a new one that I put on, so you have to open it up. It's opening up the opposite way that most doors are opening, so I'm hoping that somebody comes in here real quick and they open it. Hold on. Now what I found on that, the door is open quite a ways. Somebody could probably see that and stop. I might move the trip mine back like 2 inches so that I can use the same cord on everything. I'll have to see how it works out again. Okay, I moved this back from 17 to 19 inches, an extra 2 inches. It's less string hanging down here, so we'll see how the door works. Yeah. One other change I did too is I bent the hook up, the screw hook that's holding right here, and as you can see it's hanging and dangling down there. So what I did is I bent the screw hook up so that it stays on the door. It was falling off when it hit, so I actually bent it up so that you can see it here. It's kind of hard to see. I'll move down a little bit. There you go. And see, I actually have the hook facing up a little bit. I guess I could face it all the way up. It really wouldn't be a bad thing. Oh, it ain't going too much. This way, when it releases, it doesn't come off like it was before, falling off. So, there you go. We're done. I just realized I've been doing this from inside perspective of when you open the door. But what happens when you open the door from the outside? This is a view on an older style door that I have up. It was made from a pallet put together and braced in the middle. Now this door has a tendency to sag, so I have 4 hinges on the side that you can see 1, 2 on, but there are 4 on here. This is the original 4 foot by whatever size pallet was. I cut it down and in half. I think it was 16 feet long to start with. So this is like a 7-foot door, 1.5 inches off the ground. So we're going to open this up and you get an idea how far you can open it before it explodes. Right there. It's not bad. Okay, I wanted to show you, this is building 12 in our compound. Has a 2nd floor bridge going across and a ramp coming down. What I wanted to show you, the reason behind that, is this has multiple entrances, making this a really good one for putting in trip mines. So what we have here is you go in this door and you immediately have a door there. Okay, you have a window here, you have a door entrance here, a door going out, and you have a door here, which I've set the trip mine up on. Now, this is already charged with a ram set in it. Okay, what I did, like I did on the other side, is I put this so it goes right down on top of the 2x4. I went over 19 inches. I think that's a better measurement than 17. On some of the other doors it was okay, but I think on this one, most of the other doors I'm going to go 19 inches. 19 inches from the door here across to this first peg. It seems to do the job, and when you're opening the door, it gives you not enough time to get out of the way. Alright, this is an older style door as well. Or older style building, I'm sorry. Older style building that I created. And it has a narrower door made out of 2x3s. This was a pattern that I just tried because I actually had the lumber and I put it together. Very solid door, very heavy door, so when you open it, it requires a little bit more force to open it, so sometimes you might be doing it slow. I'll give you an idea how it works when I'm opening it. Okay, now that broke the string, so that's not a good thing to have a little heavier string. So we're going to do this one again. Okay, we're going to try this again. Opening up. I'm right in front of it when it goes off. 15-foot kill radius, there's no way I'm getting away from it. So I have the door about 3/4 of the way open. It's a very heavy door, but still the blast is right here, so I'm going to call the guy out if he opens the door like this. As you can see here right now, the cord is swinging back in place and it did stay on the door. I think that's actually a good way to have that. It hook is bent in, it's up a little bit. I might bend it over a little bit more, but I don't think it's going to come off there. All in all, I think this setup is actually working out pretty good. Just so you get an idea, there are doors up here that I got to put on, and the compound is sort of bare here. You've got this large building here, and then you have all the buildings down this way, most of which I'm going to be putting doors on or replacing doors. And if you can see, here's the 2 buildings down here that we did the original trip mines on. So I got a lot of work to put the doors on. Thanks for watching.